Funny when I get enough smoke.
There's somebody was complaining about the,
Johnny, you're in the way.
I think on channel 23, they still have meetings from December.
Yeah.
Get John back here. Jack Griswold on the call. Right?
Is that a commitment was out there? They told that power was out there.
Pledge allegiance
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please stay standing while we recognize those who have passed since our last meeting. Noel N. Carson. John T. Beesmer. Barbara S. Hollingshead. And John Silence. All right. The fire exits are right here behind me, the staircase is there. Do not go down the elevator or down the stairs. What do you got, Mr. Brown? All right, so we got roll call. Mike Pichetta?
Here.
Go.
Here.
John?
Here.
No, it's good. We have a
Here.
full board tonight, people. Just so the fire exits are done behind us here. Correspondence, we have none.
Nothing.
Attorney concerns
No, we haven't spoken about already.
and petitioners, petitioners in the audience or on Zoom. This is the time of the meeting where we discuss issues that the public has in any fashion, so. Anybody on Zoom? Yes, I believe Mr. Griffith was on, unless he's not on right now.
So.
Oh, yeah.
He's not coming to me.
No.
Okay.
Okay, and nobody's here for anything, so we'll go from the petitioner's time to, it's not 7:05, so what we'll do is we'll go to the second page of our budget of our workshop of our meeting, and, number one, there is no budget modifications. Number two, town board to approve bills as audited. Do I have a motion? I make the motion and Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
The motion is carried. Town board to approve the assessors report.
We don't have that.
That one's,
Building department, highway department, town clerk. And dog control and adjustment report.
and that numbers are,
4, 5, 6, 9, and 10.
all right, do I have a motion?
Okay.
Second one makes the motion, John seconds it.
Aye.
Aye, those motions are carried. Ten, should we?
Yep.
Number 11, town board to hire the following for the position of security attendant at Lippman Park.
I make the motion.
I'll second. Motion, Johnny seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board to hire, let's see, town board to authorize the town clerk to advertise for one member to serve as an unexpired term for the town planning board. The term will expire on December 31st, 2029. The applications are to be returned to the town clerk's office by noon on Thursday, May 9th.
So move. Second.
Bill makes that motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
That motion is carried. We're gonna stop at 12 and we're gonna go to the 7:05 public hearing. From the hearing, the continuation of purpose for receiving input and comments from the public regarding the short-term rental law, a local law. This would be the time that the public on Zoom or in the building would have a conversation about that, and I don't believe that is, at this point, there's nobody that's there. We're going to continue the public hearing and, what's the date, Jackie?
May
May 16th.
16th.
So do I have a motion to continue this on May 16th?
I'll make a motion for continuance. Second.
Mike makes the motion and Bill seconds it. All in favor?
Aye.
The next one will be on May 16th. We can have discussion outside, during your meeting under your concerns, if you want to bring that up in any fashion, but, that's what the next meeting will be on that. And we're also going to be looking at, a workshop, working together to put some of the ideas that we've already gathered to put together. And, a resolution, town board by resolution establishes a standard workday for Joseph Steckler, town councilman, as elected official that is contributing to the New York State and local retirement system. Be it further resolved that the town of Wawarsing will report the official to the New York State and local retirement based on his record of activities.
So moved. Second.
So this is a roll call vote with John, with Joe abstaining. So Mike
Aye.
Johnny, aye.
Aye.
and I vote aye. So that's 4-0 with one, 4 and one
Abstention.
abstention. All right, now this next resolution is the town board by resolution authorizing supervisor to execute the municipal parks and recreation sub-award agreement with the county of Ulster for the improvements for the Burlington Park.
No motion.
Bill makes a motion and
Second.
Mike seconds it.
Aye.
That motion, we can talk about that under our concerns also.
Go for resolution.
Oh, that's true. Nope, it says that once in a while.
This is a roll call,
Is it a roll call vote?
Still on vacation.
Yes, it is. Mike,
Aye.
Aye. Johnny?
Aye.
Aye.
And I vote aye. That resolution is unanimous. And we're up
13.
to 13. Town board to appoint Dan McQuillan to an unexpired term on the town board assessment review. The term will expire on September 30th, 2027.
So moved. Second.
Mike makes the motion, Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board authorized the supervisor to execute the grant closeout paperwork, for the Joseph Y. Resnick Airport taxiway and apron seal coat and sealing of the joints, construction grant number 3-36 -0201 -039 -2020.
So moved. Second.
Bill makes the motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. The motion's carried. Number 15, town board to authorize the supervisor to execute the grant closeout paperwork for the Joseph Y. Resnick Airport taxiway A North pavement rehabilitation connector taxiway reconfiguration design.
So moved. Second.
Bill makes the motion, Joe seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
That motion's carried. Town board to authorize the supervisor to move. Whoa, that's the one we're tabling, number 16.
And 17.
Yeah, we're gonna be tabling them until Monday.
Yep.
And, number 18, town board to approve payment application number 10 in the amount of $403,067.99 to Darwin Associates, Inc. for the highway garage and rehabilitation project under general construction.
So moved. Second.
Bill makes a motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board to approve payment application number 5 in the amount of. Excuse me? Huh? Oh, that was the screen? Okay. The amount of $73,385.60 to Aero Plumbing and Heating Company, Inc. for the Wawarsing Highway Garage and Rehabilitation Plumbing.
So moved. Second.
Bill makes a motion, Mike seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. 20, town board to approve payment app 4 in the amount of $47,679.55 to DJ Heating and Air Conditioning for the highway garage and rehab project, and this is mechanical.
So moved. Second.
Mike makes a motion and Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. Town board to approve the Run Like the Wind race event to use the O&W Rail Trail located in the town of Wawarsing for a portion of the event on Sunday, May 19th. The town will be provided with an insurance certificate listing the town as additionally insured.
So moved.
Second.
John makes that motion, Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Abstain.
Motion and one abstention, so it's 4 and 1 abstention. Number 22, town board to approve the following trips for the recreation summer camp 2024. So,
So it's actually a cancellation of one trip and an addition of a second trip.
correct.
So moved.
Second.
Ronnie makes a motion, Bill seconds it, all in favor?
Aye.
Motion's carried. I believe I have a resolution, which is the town board by resolution rescinds the appointment of James Horton to mechanic at the highway garage and approves reinstating Mr. Horton as a heavy equipment operator at the highway garage. That's the resolution. That's a roll call vote.
Make a motion.
Second.
Bill makes a motion, Mike seconds it, Mike,
Aye.
Joe.
Joe,
Johnny, aye.
Bill.
Aye.
Bill, aye. Jenny, aye.
All right, so that resolution is handled. Don't think we have anything else on that, right? And the highway superintendent.
I'm good for the night. Other than we talked about before.
Okay. And Bill Brown.
Barbaro Park there, the ADA equipment, with the exception of the double swing, have been installed. Double swing will be installed as soon as the existing wooden swing set is taken away.
So we talked about that. Was there 4 accessory pieces?
Yes,
And how many are, and then all 4 of them?
no, there was 5 counting the swings, 4 have been put in.
Okay.
Lippman Park Pond, we're still working on that. We have a pond expert there who gave us some advice, and
Scott Trevor.
we got the one agitator that wasn't working fixed, and we're looking at pricing out a fountain to help move the water around, and
Possibly
we're
2
putting
fountains.
in some containers with barley pellet,
Barley pellet.
and hopefully that's going to help rectify the situation. Carnopson Pool has been drained and pressure washed, ready for painting, weather permitting. Elbow Pool is going to be pressure washed next week and then will be painted shortly after that. There's some issues going on with the building at the Ellenville Pool that the school is trying to rectify with the state ed department. Monroe Park improvements, the pickleball courts area there, and the tennis courts and the basketball courts. Engineer has looked at them, gave the recommendations, and is currently working on bid specifications so the project can go out for bid and hopefully be completed shortly. About it.
Danny Frost.
All right, tonight is our first night. We're live on Facebook on the Wawarsing or Town of Wawarsing Facebook page. So hello to any of you who are listening from our Facebook account. Just another way for folks to get engaged with the board meetings that are happening. So we'll post the day of, reminding everyone, and then we'll be live. So if you follow Town of Wawarsing, you get a notification that we are live. As a reminder, all of our meetings are also posted on the Town of Wawarsing YouTube. So you can go back and watch meetings, planning meetings, parks and trails meetings, town board meetings, all on our YouTube channel as well. And soon to be on channel 23, all of this year's board meetings will be posted on channel 23 for viewership as well. Parks and Trails is seeking active board members. So each municipality between the Town of Wawarsing and the Village of Ellenville appoint 5 individuals each 2 of those 5 can reside outside of the village or the town, but must live in Ulster County. The board is short, I believe, 2 members,
One village and one town.
1 village and 1
I
town.
think the way it goes is the village made a amendment or initially had the same situation when you could live in the village or the town, but the town decided the agreement says that the town representative must live in the town.
It actually both allows 2 of the 5 to be outside of the,
2 of the 5?
yeah, 2 of the 5 only.
Okay.
Exactly.
Alright.
So if you're interested, they're seeking active board members. It's a really great way to care about our public spaces. So if you're interested, is it
I
really?
have applications.
Our town clerk, Jackie, has applications in her office. Please stop by and pick one up. Let's see here. OSI has also announced, as of today, a plan to connect the O&W Rail Trail continuously from Kingston to Port Jervis, which is very exciting. I shared, I believe, 2 weeks ago that OSI views the village of Ellenville and town of Wawarsing as kind of a model community in terms of getting engaged with the community and working with them to extend this rail trail, which is a great way to enjoy the outdoors. So much so that they're hosting an open house on Wednesday, May 1st, from, I believe it's, let me give you the dates here really quick. It will be at the Ellenville Village Hall from, let's see, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. You can stop by at any time. It's just a meet and greet. They'll be asking some questions, an understanding of how they can better engage the communities down in Wordsboro and Port Jervis as they make the extension.
So that'll be OSI, Annie Bergeron, who's gonna be there in addition to her.
Yes, in addition to Annie, it will also be Peter Karras, who's the Vice President for Parks and Stewardship at OSI.
Right, good guy.
Yeah.
Good guy. And I'd like to say that OSI has been doing a very, I would say, use the word aggressive. They're working right now with the Cohonson rail trail area in front of the firehouse. They've cleared out that area across from the firehouse. And put a kiosk in there as of in the last week or 2. Highway Department's going to, at some point, level off the ponding area that's there, just kind of smooth it off and then also remove the existing dead end sign that's right next to the kiosk, because it's looking a little dated, and plus the proximity to the kiosk is too close. And so we're gonna put the appropriate compliance sign for a dead end, which is a dead end, right? Yeah.
One thing,
But actually today at the parks meeting, we discussed, some information about the parking there and down there, because it's a firehouse, it's an important place that in an emergency circumstance, we should have a lot of signage there. So I mentioned that, Chief Steve Stevens and Charlie Mutz and probably Chris Pugh, we should be reaching out to them to discuss the signage. Possibly we could get the signage because Hank Alicante brought up timely signs in Kingston, and then he also brought up another sign agency. But I brought up Courtcraft from Eastern, and we're going to discuss. Will and I will talk to the people at Eastern to see if we can get the signage done at Eastern, because that's what they do, signs for the highways. And they'll do a good job. It'll probably be a better price than some of these other places. Howie Slotnick is what we also brought up, because over the years, Mr. Slotnick has done some of the Lippman Park signage and with the same colors and, type of signs, but we're gonna look into the Courtcraft part of it also.
yeah, and then the signage that we're looking at as well is not only for the parking on the Cohonson area, but also for some wayfinding within Ellenville as well. There was a donation given to us to put up a sign for folks to help find, or I should say donation given to the Parks Commission to help folks find that trailhead over by the water sewer plant in Ellenville.
I think it said, go down by Tony's and it's around the corner,
There it is.
right?
That's everything. Thank you.
All right. Johnny, George Steckler.
Thanks, Terry. The Wawarsing Water District, we just had, the engineers and, Cam, who, oversees the SCADA, work done, or that was completed there for some programming issues, and they discovered there's some additional wiring and more programming than they thought for that, facility to function properly and to work. So it's not news we wanted to hear, but I'm glad we found out. Now we know. Also, good news is everything else the Board of Health has and approved, they are ready to put us on standby, or they're on standby to give their blessing to go live for it. So they're still targeting May. I didn't get anything different than May. The training of the guys, of our guys, will be, as you know, that'll commence as soon as they have their wiring and their integration, everything synced up together. So I'll update everyone when I hear something about that. Napadoc sewer, the bar screen, has been shipped. The floats were installed. Other work that was done, the pumps earlier this year at Ogden and Airport Road pumps, they've been swapped out, fully functional, and we have one backup ready to go, which is the most common of the pumps, so it's a good one to have. That is all I have today.
Any tentative date for the dedication of the building?
No.
All right, so we'll get ahead of the game. We'll try to get a date in the future and then prepare for that event, which should be it's been a long time coming since the DEP started their decision to do this project, right, Bill? I mean, was John Guevara on the board at that time, or no? When did you leave, John?
I don't know.
You don't remember when you left?
No. I don't have that kind of memory.
Wow. I think you better take that Putin, whatever, on TV, that stuff that was writing.
I won't remember more than you said that, so it doesn't matter.
That's funny. Okay. So, Mike Machetta.
Thank you, Terry. I don't have much for this evening. Just to remind the folks that they're still burned down until May 14th. The only thing I have is our building department is still a little slow. Well, they were a little slow the past few weeks. Only 16 new permits came in, but that enabled us to go out and do more inspections. We did 36 inspections and we had 20 COs. I was in there the other day with Terry and I've noticed that a lot more plans and permit applications have come in the past couple of weeks. So we'll be kicking up pretty soon and probably be as strong as it was last year. And our new planning board secretary is fitting in very well in there. Yeah,
Good.
she's
Glad to hear
fitting in very well.
Married?
Yep,
Good.
being trained by Barbara, who I want to thank also for hanging in there through the change and the shorthanded that we had in the office. I'm sure she had it rough, but really never complained about it. So I just want to thank her publicly for stepping up and helping us out. And that's all I have this evening.
And DJ Broly and John Evanzacker have been in class over at New Paltz.
Yep.
Tuesday, Wednesday, and today. So they're out there getting the training that they need as building inspectors, both enforcement officers. Talking about Lippin Park with the algae problems, that Trevor from Catskill Ponds has been the person that put the 5 aerators in there about 15 years ago, and upon review of what's going on down there, 4 of the aerators were working, one of them wasn't working, and the line was either eaten by a turtle or something that was, hungry. And so that's been fixed, but like Bill said, putting barley pellets in there to come up with a way to do that the least expensive way and the most environmentally friendly situation for the pond. There's an event there on June 8th, the Federation, Sportsman's Federation from Napadoc. The representative from that is here in the office today, and we're discussing with Mr. Travers and our maintenance guy on how we're gonna fix that. And there, this is a collaborative effort between the Sportsman's Federation and the town, because we provide, funding it's only short, $500, I think. And they're providing that, but they're providing, it's a whole event down there. It's a really nice day.
It's next one.
Yeah, it's an exposition, where there's booths all over the place down there, and they teach the kids how to fish, and it's a very good day. down there. At this point, I think we've covered a lot of stuff. Anybody in the audience want to have a conversation with anything at this point? If you do, come on up and state your name and.
Name is Larry Labonte from Navajo.
No, I agree.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, well, I haven't visited you. I've looked at the website. It's hard to contact people if you get your phone numbers, so I let them know that. And, I looked at the Parks Department, et cetera, and can you tell me the name of the park where you're planning to put a dog park?
Well, we have a Parks and Recreation Commission.
Okay,
That's the village and the town. We've had it for maybe 8 years. In the past, we've looked at, the Burn Road Park, where they looked into spending X number of dollars there for fencing and all that stuff, and the board never really did anything about it. The town board never really did that. Linden Park is another scenario. Over the years, there's been conversations about having it there, but there's a little bit of a problem in what I think, but other people at the town board also, as far as having it around people, kids that are playing on playground equipment. So that's, to me, that was something that I wouldn't support. And Bob Mangle Park, which used to be the softball field, it was the men's softball, it was actually a pony field when I was a kid, but then it became a fast pitch softball venue, and the town owns that. And it's been used, it was named Bob Mangle Park because Bob Mangle was a radio announcer for Ellenville, and it was named after him. And so Botanical Gardens, they had, stuff down there. So the Parks Committee or Commission right now, they're looking into that idea, and the town board hasn't made a decision. The last meeting we had, one of the representatives from that group came and discussed what I just discussed as far as, eliminating this area, eliminating that area, eliminating this area. And this particular person for the group was supporting the Bob Mangles Park, but the town board gave some of their, thoughts about that. Some of them were positive, some of them were questions on whether it's a real viable place to begin with. And the rescue squad's there, it's a residential neighborhood. And also there's a nursery school, which the nursery school is something that's, to me, it's important. There's Lit Street and Washington Avenue, I think, or Washington Street and the Lit Street. So it's sort of like a U section type down there, and then the creek's right there. So that's is anybody else has any more conversation about that?
No, I think really all we decided as a board was that the commission could keep looking into liability concerns and how to solve some of those pieces. We continue to kind of vet out the space as an option. And that's really kind of as far as we got. I know that there are a lot of benefits around the position or the Bob Mangles Park that they looked into and researched. And so it did seem like that was one for them to continue to investigate the viability of it.
I read years ago that someone proposed a dog park down on Airport Road. Is that true?
That's been bandied around,
For a while,
pretty much. It was actually just on the road, Airport Road.
Right.
yeah.
Oh, on the road,
Pretty much,
because
yeah.
there's a section by the, in
Actually, you're
facing
right.
parking.
Yeah, you're actually right, over by the parking that.
Yeah, opposite the parking.
That shopping, yeah.
Because I'll tell you, I went past that park and I'm like, man, this would be a great dog park. Not really. Dogs will destroy that place. And if it was Botanical Gardens that is named in this guy's memory, I actually called the Shawangunk Garden Club, and they were, who's gonna maintain it? I said, not you. I'm not volunteering anybody else to do this. You should make it a community garden park. And it's not gonna be filled up the first year 100%. You could have 10 people in there. Next year you might have 20. Next year you might have 40. Not saying it's gonna be exponential double every year, but that's how you bring the community together. And it
Yeah.
also eliminates the problem for the homeowners. Because some people call them lawn ornaments, I call them landmines. And they're gonna walk, and they're just gonna keep walking the dog. They're not going back.
Actually, we didn't discuss, the committee didn't, the Parks Committee really didn't discuss the airport situation, did we? I'm not sure.
No,
I'm not sure that was one
that
that they
didn't
looked
come
at.
up. It didn't
But,
come up.
you know, so these are things that we come to here and you're stating.
No, I've had dogs in dog parks before.
Right.
And there's two groups. The people that think they own it. And then you go to another dog park in Rockland County, there's two on county parks. And there's no real children's playground anywhere there. And when I read the story, it was like, well, it has to be away from children. I was like, children are the best dog ones. Yeah, I'm serious. They like to see their little puppies running around. So, I'm gonna head over to, Tractor Supply Store and talk to them about future farmers of America. And see what goes on. I'm sure there's gotta be water there if it was botanical gardens. So you'd have water in there for watering cans, right?
Don't know if there's a state.
There used to be, but I'm not sure what's there.
I haven't seen one.
I think over the years, the town's just mowed it and basically that's it. I don't know if they've ever had like
Any
in
water issues?
recent years where there's been beautiful gardens, really gardens.
Well, how
And
did
now
they take
it's
care of those
no
gardens?
more, it's the state,
How did they take care of those gardens earlier?
in recent years.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, the easiest thing to do, take a backhoe in there, dig it as deep as possible, perforated pipe, a hand pump. You know, one hand pump, when people start building their plots, no limits, take as big as much as you want. If you don't come back, then somebody else, you wrecked it, somebody else is gonna take it next year.
Well, thank you for your comments because, Jackie.
Well, I have one more comment.
Sure.
The dog parks that I've been to, which were county parks. The dogs will destroy that park. You won't see any grass. You will not see any grass. They will tear it up. It'll be brown as that field. That's what I've seen.
Yeah, wherever they urinate.
Oh, no, it's their claws. They're chasing each other. You always get somebody out there with a ball. You know, that's how they get their dog exercise. And the thing is, it does make a good sense because there's a lot of dogs in this village and they'll be walking on it. They do, and it will bring people together. I'm just looking at it like, I don't know, I don't live in that neighborhood. But yeah, you start pushing that out and the neighbors will show up because I was at the planning board meeting when, the fencing was going up for the new cannabis factory. And, no, we don't want to see it, we don't want to hear the trucks. You know, and the mayor at that time was pushing for that sound barrier,
Right, right.
so I can see that happening again.
Yeah, but you brought up the airport situation that, there was not just the highway, the airport road, there's a spot when you're driving from.
Sitting area.
There's a sitting area over by, if you're coming not from Napadoc, but if you're coming from behind ShopRite, there's like space there.
Yeah, and the other thing is, if nobody's in the dog park, your dog has no one to play with, take him for a walk. You know, when you come back to your car, there's a lot of people walk their dogs there. It's already, oh, the other park I was thinking of, and this you have to keep in mind, what is it, Danford Park?
Camper.
Danford? Yeah, is the, pedestrian bridge structurally sound?
No.
Didn't think so.
No, that's a problem.
No, I
didn't think so.
The money that it would cost to, we did a.
Yeah.
The survey situation of that park is, it's about a 48-acre parcel because you go across the creek, the bridge is not in good shape, as Tony would tell you. But then if you're driving from here, there, it's not the creek side, but the other side of the road, that goes over to 52. The town owns that property too. So what that's been bandied around and talked about because we could use parking over there. But there's a lot of work to be done at Camper Park.
Well, I wouldn't bother doing it.
No,
I mean, the children's playground is covered with moss.
yes.
They don't use moss in baseball fields, football fields, and
Then
soccer.
a number of years ago, when there was a what was it, the Hurricane Irene or something, there was
Yeah.
the road that goes across the creek up until, where is that up there, John?
Bridge.
I'm not that.
That road was,
Yeah.
that road Curtis is closed down, they used to come right down to the park from the other side. But.
Oh, I think I was on that road, on the other side,
Yeah.
because it says bridge out, and I go, where's the bridge down there?
So,
Yeah, so
Yeah, I
that,
think, yeah, you're right,
so at one point in time, that camper park was was a usable
Okay.
park. And
but I'll tell you why you shouldn't use it at all for dogs.
now, right now, we're thinking about making it into maybe a trout fishing
Trout
area,
fishing, bird watching.
which will possibly not cost a lot of money.
How would that affect the bridge though? It's the pedestrian bridge. Wouldn't you have to repair it for that?
Well, or you can just go down to the creek from the road.
Well, the creek is the problem. And I've talked to two people about this, including my vet.
Yeah.
If that's tannic acid, which I think it is, you're tanning your dog from the inside out. First of all, they start drinking that, it's gonna be the kidneys and the liver. And you know people aren't gonna stop. I don't care how many signs you put up. My dog's thirsty, it's not gonna hurt him. Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
So we were looking at the camper park as a dog park, really thinking about it.
The other side of the road? Like the property up to 52? It depends on the terrain, too, if it's flat or not. But,
They're looking more like a fishing area than a dog park for that
yeah,
particular area.
That would be a good thing for somebody who wants to go.
no, it's not easy to find places to go fishing. Everything's posted. You ever been up to Frost Valley? It's like, where are you gonna fish? And Frost Valley charges you a fee for a season's pass,
Yeah.
so it's gonna be expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much.
thank you for your time. Have a good night.
All right, so,
Make the motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
Mike makes a motion, Derek, Guy seconds it, all in favor? Motion's carried and.
And thank you to everyone who joined us on Facebook tonight. Appreciate you engaging with us.
Is there one?